Hello, this is the Debbie and Dr. Rob show, and Dr. Rob is back in this episode. We took a little break and I did some interviews, but this episode is going to be about how to realize your vision, how to have a vision in your mind and how you can make it a reality in your life, whether you want to have more success, whether you want to have better health, or whether you want to find true love. So stay tuned. It's going to be a great episode. This is the Debbie and Dr. Rob show. You are in the right place if you are tired of the basic self-help and you're ready for a higher level of teaching in neuroscience, Jungian psychology, and Eastern wisdom. We offer world-class personal development and coach training for evolving women entrepreneurs to help you go to the next level of growth in success, relationships, and living your purpose. So let's get started. Welcome back, Dr. Rob.
Oh, thank you. It's nice to be back.
Took a little break, 1 or 2 episodes.
Yes, I needed some vacation time.
Some vacation time. Well, we always find that when we interview people, it's better to do it one of us versus 2 of us on one. It's just a better conversation. So when we do interviews, it's usually just one of us doing the interviews. But today you have both of us. And today's topic is how to realize your vision. People want to create a lot in their life.
Absolutely. And a lot of people don't realize that that's the way everything is created. It begins in the mind, and it has to begin in the mind.
But before we get started today, Rob, we have an amazing program that's about to launch, the certification program to certify coaches in the Jungian model.
Yes,
become
indeed.
a certified Jungian life coach, and it's with our Academy of Jungian Spiritual Psychology. It's 10 months. It starts in September, and we do have a few spots left. We have a terrific group of people, and they get to coach with you privately in this program. It's a very high-end program where you're going to get a customized coaching program system. You're not going to be learning a cookie cutter that every other coach in your group learns. You're going to get the basics and the foundation, but you work with Rob directly to develop your own coaching system based on Jungian psychology right in the program. How many times have you taken a training, if you're a coach, and said, okay, well, now I have to put everything together and come up with my own system so I can sound different? You get to do that, and it's very individuated. And also, another benefit of the program is you get to grow yourself. You get to coach with Rob personally.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a prerequisite that you have to undergo the transformation yourself.
So if you're interested, go to jungianlifecoach.com and we will get you set up. You can apply for a free consultation with me personally, and we will have a discussion. There's no pressure, but we would love for you to be a part of this class. It's, once we get to 20 people, we're closing down the registration. So we're almost there. If you're interested, act now, or you'll have to wait till next year. So speaking of creating something new in your life,
right?
How do we create a vision that in our minds that actually gets created out in the world?
Yes. And this understanding is essential that the mind is the creative center. In other words, the way we perceive the world is that it appears that things out there are impacting our state of mind and our happiness. So most people think, I will be happy and I will feel successful when certain conditions in the environment are met. Mm-hmm. When things out there line up my way,
the right people show up,
then I will be happy.
Yeah.
Now that is putting the cart before the horse. That's not the way the world works and the universe works. It's the other way around. The mind first creates the potential, let's say, for success, for happiness, for abundance, whatever you're after. And then through your actions, you realize it, you receive it in a sense.
So the actions are really about receiving versus you're making it happen, which is the opposite of how we've been trained in our life, is to think if you work hard and you meet the right people and you network, or you go out and have a 50 million dates, you're going to finally randomly meet the right person. Or if you work really hard and on your diet and work out, you're going to have a beautiful body. And we all know we've taken, steps toward what we want, and they don't always, line up to exactly how we want. And sometimes we get the opposite of what we want. And then other times we feel like we get mixed results. That was another thing people get kind of mixed results. And so if you look at your results, they're reflecting what's in your mind versus what's possible.
Yes.
And remember that distinction. Your results aren't showing you what's possible. They're showing you what's in your mind. What's possible is created in your vision, inside your mind, and not out there.
A lot of people at this point protest and say, that's not what I wanted to create. In other words, the results that I've gotten so far, I did not intend them. Mm-hmm. And that's perfectly okay. That's correct. You mean you did not intend them consciously. Mm-hmm. But we know there's a powerful unconscious operating in our psyche that is the one that's actually dictating to us what we create. Mm-hmm. So the key is to work with the unconscious mind, to work with our unconscious mind, to direct it in a sense.
So how do we work with the unconscious mind to direct it if we can't, we're not conscious of it?
Exactly. We know that visualization is a powerful way to work with the unconscious mind, because it uses the same symbolic language that the unconscious uses to communicate to us through dreams, for example, and through visions that arise spontaneously in the psyche. So what we want to do is we want to use visualization to direct the unconscious mind as well as the conscious mind. So it is a very powerful technique that if used properly and correctly, can give you the results you want to create. Now, it has certain principles, and we're going to talk about 3 primary principles that have to be there and have to be in place in order for you to be able to direct that unconscious psyche to create what you want to create.
So it's not like just visualize and it comes true?
It's not just a vision board, put up a pretty vision board with pictures of what you want and it's going to come true, because that's not the way the universe works. Mm-hmm.
And there's also, in these 3 steps, we'll show you how to create outside of the ego and outside of your conditioning. So the first one is clarity. I can't tell you how many people say they kind of know what they want, or they have a general idea, like I want a relationship, but they don't really know what that is. Or they want a career, but they don't know what they want to do. Or they have a business, but they don't know what they want to do with it. And even if they know what they want to do with their business, they're not clear on how many clients do I want? How much money do I want to make? And it's just basically making it up as you go and not having a plan. So that clarity is so important. How do I really crystallize in my mind and hold my mind in a certain way to create what I want and really it's really a commitment to a vision.
Yes. And there are certain ways to work with this, because a lot of people tell us, well, I'm overwhelmed by the big vision. Mm-hmm. I can kind of see it, but it's it's too big or too out there for me to hold clearly in my mind. So what you want to do when that's the case is scale it back. Mm-hmm. Scale it back and keep scaling it back until you get to a point where you can clearly visualize what you want to create. That is moving you in that direction of the bigger vision. And that will create some clarity in your mind, some clear, concise goals and strategies for you to move towards.
So if you think about having one day having a business of your own and working for yourself and being your own boss, or, launching a product and being a billionaire.